I would like to address a recent Newsday article. Um, Hillary Clinton says that women's rights are unfinished business. I assume that she thinks, in her mind, and many feminist minds, I guess, they really do think that women's rights and girls' rights are foremost in the public's interest or the public's consciousness. I mean, it's a fringe issue. I mean, actually, women really have gained everything they've wanted to gain. It's an issue that's been rehashed over and over in the men's rights movement. I mean, Hillary, what don't you have? That's the problem. I mean, I read the whole article. It didn't really say anything. I mean, yeah, many women have problems in third world countries, but so do men and children. Third world countries, developing countries, have lots of problems, and it's not just the women that have the problems, although that's what feminists will tell you that. But they say that because they only care about women and girls. I mean, men and boys are dying and starving and getting killed the world over, but you wouldn't hear it from feminists and Hillary Clinton and the UN. But she is highly mistaken if she thinks that she's going to run on a platform of women's rights. Right now, many men and boys don't realize it, but they're angry and they don't realize that they're really going their own way. They're not consciously doing it, but they're dropping out. They're saying, this is a rat race. What's in it for me? Get married for what? Only to, in 3 years, this woman kicked me out of my own home and I'm saddled with alimony and child support. Men and boys know this is a dead end for them. And that's why marriage is down. Women are complaining men aren't stepping up to the plate, or men aren't, there's no marryable men. Well, marryable men to you are men who sacrifice for you and only you. And men have figured it out. It's a loser's game. So, Hillary, if you think that you have many men that are on your side in this, you're sadly mistaken. They're angry. They don't like how the Democrats have embraced feminism, and the Republicans. They're also the Republicans in the back door are also embracing feminism. So, libertarian thought is really the only way. I mean, that goes hand in hand with men going their own way. In other words, drop out. I mean, I'm not going to contribute to this mess with my tax dollars. That's how libertarianism will do it. I mean, your tax money is going to a system that is taking your children away from you, through VAWA and the family court system and the justice system. All that money is contributing to you losing your family, and women having an incentive to kick you out. So that's what I believe. I think we have to dismantle the system slowly, and through libertarianism. Also, we have to get our country's fiscal affairs in order. I mean, that makes sense. You don't have to be a libertarian. I mean, would you run your budget the way Washington's running a budget? Deficit, spending, keep borrowing money? I mean, I don't mean to get off on a tangent, but borrow money for necessary items. But so I don't think Hillary has a chance at all, because I don't think the Democrats have a chance at all. Especially if it's Hillary who is going to go running on a plank of women's rights, because let's face it, the Democrats have all the women's votes already and all the liberals' votes. There's just no more votes to be had there. Um, and, and, and people on the other side, libertarians and men's rights activists, they're just waiting to see someone speak common sense in this world, and they'll get our votes. I say, don't take men's votes for granted at all, man. I mean, there's so many men out there, men and women, equality-minded people, fiscally responsible people out there who've just thrown up their hands and said, I'm not voting anymore. Common sense candidates out there, you would have their vote. So, let's hear it. Men's rights, fiscal responsibility, equal rights.